very good afternoon to all. Welcome to our pre-conference interviews for ISPE Singapore 2023. My name is Smriti Bhardwaj, Senior Editor at PharmaShots. Today, we have with us Dr. Jörg Block, GMP Compliance Engineering, Bayer AG Pharmaceuticals, Germany, to share insights from the upcoming ISPE 2003 conference. So, Jörg, how are you doing?
Thank you very much. I'm doing fine. How about yourself?
I'm absolutely good. It's a nice day.
Great.
So, Jörg, to begin with, could you please tell our audience a little bit about yourself?
Yes, well, I'm a chemical engineer by training. I've done a PhD in biochemical chemistry. And I'm in pharmaceutical business now for 32 years in different positions with site engineering, project engineering, but also the global responsibility for quality in engineering. And that's what I've been doing for a couple of years now, supporting our engineering and projects to comply with GMP regulations.
That's nice to hear. So, considering your experience, what are some of the key topics that you will be discussing during the ISPE Singapore?
Well, one of the key topics is probably that we, on the one side, meanwhile have well understood about the regulatory requirements and topics like commissioning and qualification, and that we now also need to take a closer look at our engineering activities and to support the commissioning areas so that we have a solid approach in how to perform commissioning so that we later on can refer to any results from commissioning to use them also for qualification purposes instead of repeating testing, instead of adding additional formality to our projects.
Okay, that's impressive to hear. So, what do you think are the recent trends in this topic?
Yeah, well, we've seen with ISPE guides coming up for the baseline guide 5 on C&Q and the reference to good engineering practices. And that's what we really somehow need to foster. And that's where people understood that we somehow need to improve, come back to a solid basis for good engineering practice in our industry. Same as we do have this in many other industries already, where there's not such a regulatory overhead, where engineers, of course, will take care that their documentation is up to date, that it's traceable, that it's readable, and so that this is something where in many other industries, engineers are used to provide such documentation and information to the systems they're taking care of. And that's something we probably need to also reestablish in pharma business.
Wonderful. So, moving ahead, now considering the diverse audience that will be attending the conference, so what do you think, what can participants can take away from your session?
Well, participants will certainly be interested to hear about the aspects and the topics to be considered when you set up a project, when you execute the project, and when you later on perform commissioning and qualification, and how to prepare those C&Q activities in a way that they can be executed seamlessly, and that they without additional effort can support the good outcome of your project results.
That's wonderful to hear. So lastly, I would like to ask that what are you personally looking to the most in this conference?
Well, the most I was looking into was to get some feedback, some questions, and to be happy to discuss about the approaches, and maybe also to learn from others and how they approach these topics and what experience they have made in their project lives or in their engineering lives so far, so that they share also their experiences. And this should be a discussion, because in the end, it's always a continuous improvement approach. And we are not there yet, so we probably still need to get some further steps ahead.
That's good to hear. So that was all from my side. Would you like to add anything else from your side?
Yeah, well, I'm very much looking forward to this session and to be able to meet with all the attendees of this conference, and to have an open discussion, and to be happy for any questions and responses, comments on what the speakers and presenters at this conference are providing.
Okay. Thank you all for joining us today. So PharmaShots team wishes you best of luck for a session. I hope you have a wonderful session at the conference. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you very much.